I'm Leandro Carvalho, and I was born in Brazil in 1968. I grew up in Brazil, and I was born in a family that was very loving, very caring, very close to each other. I have 3 gay brothers and 1 lesbian sister. So it's a very special, different kind of family, you know? And I grew up there, I went to school there, I did my college in physical education and health studies. I also worked sometime there. So I was a dancer since 12. At 16, I started doing a classical ballet company, so I was already a professional dancer. And then I went to teaching dance. And when I was in school, I got a part-time job, the physical education school in Brazil. I got a part-time job to teach aerobics. High-impact aerobics, step aerobics was now the late 80s and was like so in. And I did very well because I was a ballet dancer. So I have the rhythm, I have the musicality, and I have a lot of energy. That was natural in me. Eventually, I moved to New York City. I arrived in New York City with my luggage and I had no idea where I'm gonna go. The only thing I knew is I have to go to the dance school as I start today. In the second year of college, of master degree, I had a very tough moment in my life. You know, things got very difficult and very hard because it was in September, my brother was diagnosed with HIV. And it was the time there was no medication, okay? He was almost 30 years old and I was 27. So I was far away and he got sick. But the thing is, things progressed very quickly because he was already really in a bad situation. Nobody knew about HIV so much. So he went to the hospital and he never left, you know? He stayed 2 months only. After 2 months, he passed away. He was so dear to me. He was my brother that was 2 years older than me. We get along very well. We have a lot of things in common. My father, my mother was very concerned and he asked us to do the test. I did the test and I was HIV positive. And that was a very tough moment. I just had lost my brother. So I was alone in New York City. I didn't know who to reach. I didn't reach to anyone. I kept to myself. It was a very, very tough moment for me. You know, I would see myself dying already in the mirror. I didn't see myself. I would look in the mirror and see myself with the appearance of someone who was dying of AIDS. I started treatment. Eventually they came up with the cocktail. Things got a little better. I used to take like about 30 pills a day. No, every day. And I started getting stronger. I just was going to every resource of studies, of things, and figured out what could I do. And it was overwhelming because they didn't know what was going on. And I would take every tip. You cannot drink coffee, you cannot drink wine, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. And I stopped everything. And I think that overwhelmed me, the too much to do and my mind itself. So my health was going down, down, down. And I got sick. I was hospitalized like 3 to 4 times in a year. But I kept working, I kept trying myself. I was always very driven to work, very driven to work. And I just had all these amazing opportunities, you know? And I worked in many places. So eventually I made a lot of friends in New York City and I went to a party and I met Alessandra Ambrosio, who is a supermodel, a Victoria's Secret supermodel. And I started training her. I was training celebrities already in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, in Malibu. But eventually when I started training her, I met a lot of supermodels through her. And I put together a workout. And I put it together especially for Alessandra Ambrosio and eventually for all the models. That I called Brazil Butt Lift. And the Brazil Butt Lift I put at Equinox. And it was a big hit. Now I got in every press, every TV, and I was giving a lot of press for Equinox, and they asked for me to be just Equinox teacher and drop all the other gyms. They made me an offer to be exclusive for Equinox. So I dropped all the other gyms, I became an Equinox teacher. I was teaching like 28 models from all over the world, and that gave me opportunity to be in every press. I also decided to open my gym when I was 35, but I always overdid it. Now I work in 11 clubs. I would travel the weekends to Tokyo to do a TV show and come back and go right to the gym. I work in like 10 Equinox gym, and then I have my own studio, and I have private clients that I have to travel with them, so I never stopped. That backfired me, and I had to go through some surgeries. So I had some herniated disc, I had to do surgery, fusions. That put me down for a little bit. I was able to get everything back, you know, and go back working, make videos and everything. So eventually, when I was about 45, the doctor said I had to go back to the hospital and do a laser procedure. That was very simple, and would be 3 hours in, out, rest a day, and go back to work. So I said, let's do it. If I have to do it, it's bothering me. I cannot work with pain, you know, and can get worse. So I just went. I went to the hospital, and it was very casual. I didn't tell anybody. And I just woke up 24 hours later. And the doctor spoke to me, and he said that we're really sorry, but we made a mistake in the surgery. When we're doing the laser procedure, we cut your dura membrana. I have been through some pain, but never that way. I will not sleep. I'll have pain, like scream day and night. And also he told that you're never going to be able to work in fitness again. You're never going to be able to do yoga, fitness. You have to give up everything, call your boss, and just change your life. My mom passed away that year, and I had a relationship that ended up very bad. The relationship was like really, really bad, and that took a lot of me. I was very close to my mom, and all this energy and this grieving and stop work, I just got lost. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how to cope with myself. So I ended up throwing some drug in the mix, which didn't help at all, just made me feel worse. I ended up using the meth, and the meth was very powerful and took me over and kind of won me over, and I didn't know that I was a drug addict. I didn't know that I had depression. I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know anything else that I could do. I had a lot of blessing. I had so much to look for, but I didn't look that way. I just focused on the negative. The drugs was me, not seeing the other stuff, was covered up. And then I just got worse, and eventually I closed. I stayed home for a month, then things got bad. So I was not asking for help. I didn't know how to ask for help. I always was the one helping people, and I didn't know how to ask. And I was embarrassed, I was ashamed. I'm the fitness guru, and like how I'm gonna ask for help. I'm embarrassed of my story. So, but eventually the help showed up. A month later, I closed the gym. A friend of mine just gave me the opportunity, like, what's going on? You look like you're losing weight, you look depressed, you seem disconnected. What can I do to help? And I said, do you want to know? And she said, yes, I do. I said, I am doing meth. And then she helped me to get to Mountainside. And 2 days later, I came to Mountainside. So I came to treatment. I came and I was like broken. And I was embarrassed to come. I was hard to make that decision. But the only thing I remember in the car driving here, I don't remember much, but the only thing I remember, I said, I'm gonna do everything they say. the first thing I started feeling was hope, that I had something back. It's just such amazing to me that now once again I'm having another blessing in my life, because now I'm here. A year later, I'm working in Mountainside. I do all the classes. I teach yoga, meditation. I do all the fitness classes, the hiking, the art, the music. It's such a great thing to be able to have a full-time job, and I'm able to help people. I'm able to share my experience, and I think it's great that I have my history, but my story made who I am today. So I'm pretty open to the clients. I don't hide. I tell them my story. They know about everything. They know I share with them, and I always make sure to tell them that even that I'm the facilitator, we still having the same issue, the addiction. Because when I have a day off, that I leave Canaan, I leave Mountainside and go to New York City or go to any other place, and I have 2-3 days off, if I don't make the right decision, I'm back on day zero. So we are not different. We're in different stage. They are detox, I went there, everything, but we have the same issue. And you have to take care of the same thing. What it really did for me was to change my life and go with the flow and stop swimming against curiosity. Now just go with and trust, believe in the universe, do my work, get up early, do my routine, do my meditation, have a great day, be optimistic, be smiling, be happy, set the tone for your day, but just do it and believe it. Don't worry so much about the future. That is my story, because it's all about feeling good. Because when you're feeling good, you can go and reach anything you want. When you're not feeling good, depressed, everything gets stagnant, everything stops, and doesn't move. When you're feeling good, you're happy, you have things to look for the next day. Today is better. Even if you have that crap that you have to go through, it's easier because you have something to motivate about your future, about tomorrow. That is my experience. That's what recovery has been for me. And have a chance to help other people is priceless.